Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mama Vic channel, and today we're talking about three things: sex, governance, and medicine, not in that specific order. So if you're into Cosmos and are interoperable technology, stay tuned for this video. So guys, what you're seeing on the screen right now is basically a proposal by a user, and you can see the address here, because what blockchain is all about openness and seeing who's proposing what, seeing who's doing what. So you're in the shadows, but your address legitimizes what you're trying to do, or rather your involvement in the system. So we have a proposal ID number 2 here. Proposer fetch whatever address that ends with S8M. Title: increase the number of active validators on the Fetch.AI mainnet. Now guys, governance is one of those things in the blockchain space that's still evolving, but it's extremely important. So the description here, let's look at this proposal. The maximum number of validators on the Fetch.AI network should increase from 50 to 60 validators. This proposal will create space for 10 additional active validators. Benefit: if accepted, this proposal will create an opportunity for new validators to join the network, thereby improving its decentralization and security. Costs: 60 validators is substantially lower than the 150 as of that date, 13th December 2021, that are active on the Cosmos hub. So for those that do not know, the Cosmos network is not like the way you see Ethereum. The Ethereum token is the center of the network. But for the Cosmos ecosystem, it allows interoperability. They have this technology called the Inter-Blockchain Communication Protocol, and they have other standards like the Tendermint consensus algorithm. So the main developers on the Cosmos ecosystem are the ones that are closely on that Cosmos ecosystem. They are part of the teams, or they evolve from the teams that develop these different consensus algorithms, and they've also been the main people that have been pushing towards the development of Cosmos. Now, do not quote me directly on that, but at least they have some close relationships that they've been around for a long time. So the Cosmos Hub is one of the main developers on the Cosmos ecosystem, but anyone can develop other ecosystems on the Cosmos network that are interoperable with other hubs. As you know, the Cosmos ecosystem, the way it interoperates, there is the Cosmos hubs and the zones. Now, the zones can transfer information through the hubs onto other zones, which are like other blockchains that have their own thing going on. So, but there's some interesting stuff that's happening. There's shared security to come and so on. But yeah, basically I just wanted to explain the Cosmos Hub. That's what it is. So the Cosmos Hub, which uses a similar consensus algorithm protocol, an increase in validator numbers is therefore not anticipated to cause any issues with liveness, block production rates, or delays in the transactions being finalized. So the parameter change proposal, voting period. So basically, this is a proposal that anyone can vote on. You can vote yes, you can vote no, you can vote abstain, no with veto, and so on. I've not yet voted on this, but I'll probably vote yes on this. Guys, I'm being distracted by these notifications. Let me just quit this. So I'll have to look more into it, but the CTO actually is the one, or Fetch.AI is the one that retweeted this. So he seems to be on board with this thing. And well, he's the chief technical officer of the Fetch.AI network. So if he seems on board, and you can see, yes seems to be winning with 21 million votes, and no with 457,000 votes. So it's a good, but I'm glad this many votes were voted on no, but a substantially more number of votes were actually dedicated to yes. So I think this proposal is going to go through. So this is how decentralized voting works, guys. This is part of the evolution of governance, and governance. So for those that are bullish on the Cosmos ecosystem, this was pure coincidence. I've actually realized that right now. I mean, I knew that, but it wasn't intentional to connect these two together. So there's this website, or this platform, informal.systems. These guys are validated, and I'm going to explain why I'm talking about them. You're going to find this extremely exciting. So let's first introduce them. Verifiable distributed systems and organizations were a cooperatively owned organization building technology that enabled verifiable, trustworthy, and fair relationships between protocols and people. co-developer of Cosmos. We are a co-developer of the Cosmos network software and protocols with a focus on Tendermint consensus engine and the IBC interoperability standard. Proof of stake validator. Secure the network, align your incentives. We operate cephalopod equipment, a leading proof of stake validator, IBC relayer, and interchain service provider on the Cosmos ecosystem and beyond. If you do not understand all this, just know cephalopod must be the name of their validator, because everyone that validates, that acts as a validator on a network, there are two types of people. There's delegators, you have tokens, you delegate them, and validators, they maintain the security on the network by staking tokens on behalf of delegators, or even staking their own tokens. In return, they get a reward of the tokens, of the inflationary tokens that have been distributed on that network. By validating, by staking these tokens, they can help to push through important proposals, and they have an influence on the network. And that's why you see in the other previous website, this proposal, someone was proposing that we increase, that Fetch.AI increases the validators from 50 to 60, because it will give more room for more validators, which increases the decentralization of the network. So I just wanted to explain this. This is just the name of the validator handle. Security audits, find bugs faster, build confidence in your system. We specialize in security audits and so on. So they seem pretty legitimate. Our Sovereignty Interoperable, we are a leading contributor to the Cosmos Interchain ecosystem with a focus on Tendermint and the IBC. We formally specify and verify protocols and contribute to their implementation in Go and Rust and so on. So, of course, this is the team, their vision. Okay, let me just go through their vision and we continue what I wanted to look at. Our vision is an open source ecosystem of cooperatively owned and governed distributed organizations running on reliable distributed systems. We are a worker-owned organization composed of a diverse group of people from around the world, and they still have their careers open. That's why they're saying join us, so you can come to their careers if you feel like you have the skills. They're looking for a Rust engineer for Cosmos, Go engineer, so developer, security engineer, Go engineer, economics research engineer, researcher, financial assistant, bookkeeper, Cosmos security, technical support. That's what they have in their careers. So guys, you can check them out, apply to them if you feel like you have these skills. We build infrastructure and tools for the interchain. Now, these guys get me excited because they are showing us the evolution of validators themselves. So we're looking at governance proposals, but we're looking at these validators really going far and beyond to really create an infrastructure, or to support the infrastructure within which they're validating. So we use Rust and formal verification tools to build open source, fault-tolerant distributed systems. Then they talk about the blockchain infrastructure, and you can see here Tendermint is basically the consensus algorithm of the Cosmos ecosystem. An inter-blockchain communication protocol was a successful release of the Cosmos ecosystem, which helps it to be interoperable. The first true interoperable standard in the blockchain ecosystem, and I think a lot of people don't even know about this, which is surprising. Hermes. We know Hermes is an open source Rust implementation of a relay of IBC released under the IBC. Actually, I thought there's a network called the Polygon network. In the past, they partnered with a company called Hermes because they were implementing a certain scaling solution, maybe ZK rollups or optimistic rollups, I'm not too sure. And then Polygon's name kind of was like Polygon Hermes. Polygon is a network that specializes specifically in scaling Ethereum, or providing layer 2 scaling solutions for Ethereum network, and I'm sure they'll be interoperable with other systems as well. So I thought this was similar, but I'm not too sure. I'll need to check on this later. But anyway, this is the crux of the matter. Check this out. Interchain security from one chain to many. So look at this. Currently, if you stake Atom, Atom is the token that the Cosmos Hub uses as its native token. But this token, you can run other applications on the Cosmos blockchain without necessarily going through this token. You can create your own tokens. You don't need to rely on it. But Cosmos Hub is one of the biggest, so the Atom token is basically the biggest token on the Cosmos ecosystem. So things like the Fed token as well, they're on the Cosmos ecosystem, but they're also on Ethereum, stuff like that. So currently, if you stake Atom on the hub, you earn only Atom in return. So claim rewards, you can see here, these are the validators that are known on the blockchain on Cosmos, like Sika, Strangelove, and no, but I know Sika. Follow, you can see this is the handle over here. So you can say amount staked 50 atom, pending reward. They just give an example. You stake, you get those rewards. So look at this. With interchain security, if you stake at the hub, you earn staking rewards on many chains. Oh my goodness. So your validators, for example, cephalopod equipment, 50 atom, but you're going to earn different rewards. You can see securing Agoric. So their validator, since they're running their validator to secure other networks on the Cosmos ecosystem, since it's interoperable, like for example, Sentinel, Crypto.org, which is one of the biggest, I think, exchanges out there, Agoric as well. So you can also earn multiple rewards from all these chains. You know what? I'm just going to leave this right here. Let me just let it speak for itself. Let me actually read this here. At Informal Systems, we are currently helping to build out interchain security. So there's an exciting dynamic that we think will arise once it's fully operational on the Cosmos Hub. So review of interchain security. Interchain security will allow, let me make this dark, Cosmos chains to lease security to others. What this means in practice is that validators on one chain, the security provider, will be able to validate on another. So the security consumer, okay, so basically, instead of just validating one chain, you can validate others and actually transfer your security. If a validator misbehaves on the consumer chain, they get slashed on the provider chain. So for those that don't understand, if you're delegating your tokens to a certain validator, if that validator is not a good player, or if they're doing something that's not favorable for the network, your reward, it's not your original stake that's slashed as a punishment. Anyone that's involved with that validator, their reward tokens will be slashed as a punishment. So basically, if you're validating nodes or equipment shuts down, you can get slashed. If you try to pass proposals that are detrimental to the network, you might ask who decides, but something could be directly detrimental to the network. Maybe you want to do some kind of takeover or something, or front running transactions, things like that. You can get slashed. So if a validator misbehaves on the Cosmos chain, they get slashed on the provider chain. In this way, large chains such as the Cosmos Hub will be able to lease their security to smaller chains, thereby rendering them more secure at launch. So those that do not know, the Cosmos network, many people are saying that it doesn't have that interchain shared security. So if you're creating your own ecosystem there, you have to develop your own security, which is challenging. So things like Ethereum, you depend on the Ethereum security, and Polkadot, things like that. So Cosmos, you have a secure validator, you have a secure hub, you can push over that security to something else. So I think that's the most explanation I'll do. The rest, I'll let the article speak for itself, and it's a short article. So earning rewards on many chains. This is where it gets interesting. Interchain security will allow Atom holders, so the native tokens on the Cosmos Hub, to earn staking rewards on a large number of Cosmos chains just by staking their atoms. So consumer chains will benefit both from robust security from the Cosmos Hub validator set and by getting their tokens in the hands of the Cosmos community of early adopters. So the Cosmos Hub will benefit by giving its stakers access to early stage tokens and by increasing the utility and value of the atom. It's a win-win. Interchain security will be like an automatic and frictionless airdropping system. How will this look to an average atom staker? So validators on the Cosmos Hub will opt into validate new consumer chains. Different validators will opt into a different set of consumer chains, and their delegators will receive some of their staking rewards in these tokens. So your choice of validator will become more and more important. This is awesome because people will no longer just click and then just validate to anyone. You're going to miss out. You need to carefully look at your validators and make sure you're making the right decision in choosing your validator. Currently, most people choose validators by looking for low fees, name recognition, and competence. With interchain security, your validator will also be able to be part of curating the Cosmos ecosystem on your behalf, choosing which consumer chains to validate on, with staking rewards accruing back to you. So some validators may choose to validate on bigger and better known consumer chains, while others may focus on newer chains. So just like altcoins, the way you see Bitcoin and other tokens. So just isolate the Cosmos ecosystem, maybe the already pre-existing consumer chains, but then the other new chains you can refer to like altcoins. Okay, so looking for hidden gems and outsized returns. So some may focus on particular use cases like decentralized exchanges or privacy chains. Guys, there's a lot of information nuggets in here, but this almost summarizes the whole crypto space, regardless of what sphere you're in. So this will create a vibrant ecosystem of validators and consumer chains, with validators acting as an early stage filter and helping their delegators to find and earn on promising new Cosmos chains. Guys, come here, read this yourselves, or listen to this video again. I think this is amazing. This is one of the most exciting things I've ever seen. Okay, so in our next article, we go into the medicine, blockchain and the future of medicine. The point of this article, let me just read the first paragraph, then I'll sort of summarize. Healthcare professionals are trying to find better ways at protecting patients' data during a time where data breaches are on the rise. With telehealth, I don't know what, I get the platform, or remote health services on the rise, it has never been easier to find third parties to have access to patient-sensitive information. So even though remote healthcare could leave data vulnerable, during uncertain times like these in regards to the pandemic, it's important that patients have the option to remote care in order to get the treatment they need while keeping themselves and others safe. Guys, you know I've been bullish on sovereignty and data ownership and basically having the ability to control your own data. And that's why some of the most significant technologies that I talk about today, things like Fetch.AI and other companies building on them, they have a focus of user identity, sovereignty, decentralized identities, and things like that. That is literally the MO. That is the basis of what they're creating. And then on top of that, they'll create whatever they're creating. So this is exciting, but if you pair this with what I've been talking about for months now, it will make a lot of sense. And this is an article written in Hackernoon by a user called Brian Wallace. You can check it out and get more insights on this. But basically, it's about protecting user data at a time when everyone in a globalized world, essentially. Now, for the sex part, okay, I'm not going to go too much into details, but basically, I'll read the title here. Imagine the prospect of adult content creators owning their media and owning their own content. For those that are aware of a platform called OnlyFans, people were starting to build serious careers on this platform in whatever aspect. And then the platform wakes up and says, oh, we're going to ban certain content. I mean, you've already provided a platform. People are providing, getting passive income, and then you stop them. So what essentially, through NFTs, decentralized finance, and the evolution of blockchain technology, you have platforms like Splash. Okay, I'm not investing in any of these, but hey, I mean, to each their own, right? But the one that I was looking at in the past is called the Taboo token. But I don't look at this so much. But hey, I'm here to present to you the content. Do with it whatever you will. This is 0% financial advice. There's a chance that all these platforms are 100% scams. So it's up to you to make your own decisions. I was just trying to show you that, hey, from interchain interoperability to medicine all the way to sex, there's nothing in the blockchain space that's left behind. And I think you should go back, revisit this article on Cosmos Ecosystem and look at this. If you don't know much about governance and all that, I suggest you look deeper into it, because it's one of those things that's really going to be extremely important as we see the evolution of true decentralization, not this nonsense of centralization being pushed by regulators that don't understand, and things like exchange traded funds that are being pushed upon people. Apparently, you know what, I'm going to stop right there. So this speaks to me as true decentralization, true governance, and the power of voting is placed back in the hands of the people. All right, guys, I really learned something. I query you to revisit some of this content that I've talked about today. You will learn a tremendous amount of information and extra nuggets, and you'll benefit a lot. I hope you learned something. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.